Let's go to Aaron in Wisconsin, one of the critical swing states. Hi, Aaron. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling about Wisconsin?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we're going to take 7 or 6. I think we're going to take 6 or 7. I think Trump's going to take 6 or 7 swing states. I think he will either lose Michigan or lose Wisconsin, or take one, or take vice versa.
Yep, it definitely could be. I mean, I've heard like Mark Halpin really thinks that we should be looking at Wisconsin as Trump's best blue wall state. Team Trump feels they realize Pennsylvania could absolutely go either way, but they feel good about their chances in Pennsylvania. But if he just takes one, as you know, our first guest was saying, if he can somehow lock up North Carolina and Georgia early, and then just take one, like if he just gets Pennsylvania, then he's good to go. You know, he might take Nevada as well. So we'll see. Wisconsin's big. But why it's so hard to poll, Aaron? Did you get called by any pollsters at all?
I do, and I say I'm voting for Kamala. But Wisconsin is hard to poll because there's a ton of rural areas in upper Wisconsin, and people don't want to say how they're voting for. So Wisconsin is extremely
Why do you say you're
going
to vote for Kamala when I assume the truth is you're voting for Trump?
That's correct. I want to give him the wrong answer.
Why?
Good question. Because maybe they think Kamala will get more votes if people say they're voting for Kamala.
Interesting. All right, so you're one of the people that they talk about as possibly people who like to just mess with the pollsters who, I don't know, they just want to like lead people to believe maybe her support there is stronger than it is. But did you already vote?
I already voted on Thursday.
Okay, and did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump, yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll know soon. Those blue wall states, they don't count very fast, Aaron.
I also think that the swing states that Trump wins, we're going to get. He's going to tip all those senators from those swing states. And lastly, but not least, I just want to thank you for all the work and hard job you do. And I used to listen to Rush, and you're my first choice to listen to. So we appreciate you.
That's so sweet. Oh, Aaron, thank you. Oh, that means a lot to me. I loved Rush and just felt his absence so acutely when we lost him. So thank you for that honor. And good luck today. We'll see. Talk to you tomorrow in one way, shape, or form. All right, let's head on straight down to Texas and Edward. Edward, how are you feeling about Texas and in particular that Senate race between Ted Cruz and Colin Allred?
Hey, Megan. I'm not worried about that at all. You know, Ted he's kind of weird, but we like him anyway. So I'm not worried about that race at all. I think Texas will go much more red than it did in 2020.
I hope you're right.
But, hey,
go ahead.
There's just a couple of things I wanted to say. First of all, your rally speech yesterday was fantastic. And I just wanted to commend you for your moral courage in standing up in this moment, and especially being able to put aside that history with Trump. You know, I saw the whole thing unfold in 2015, 2016, and it takes a lot of character to put that kind of thing aside for what really matters to the country.
Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you, Edward. It was, can I tell you something? It was something when I went out on that debate stage in August of 15 with Trump. I don't know what it was, but even before I asked the question, I felt like I could feel the tectonic plates shifting beneath me. Just that something massive was happening there that night. And I think it was. I don't know if it was a premonition, not about me, but just about Trump, his ascension, his becoming president, what he would do for the country, the change he would make in the world. And I was at the leading edge of it that night in a way. And I felt it. I mean, I could feel it. And then everything exploded. Things got crazy between the two of us in a very strange way, tumultuous. And then a peace was brokered. You know, I went to Trump Tower and saw him, negotiated with the help of Brian Kilmeade, the Henry Kissinger of our time. Not everybody knows that. And we made up and we were fine. We've had our ups and downs. You know, he doesn't like it when you criticize him. And I understand that, and that's fine. But we're in a good place. And more importantly than our individual ups and downs is the state of our nation, the future of our nation. I have zero doubt that as between these two choices, he is so far superior. He's the one we need. And we can't let this woman win. I mean, she absolutely cannot be the next president. I just can't imagine the country with her at the helm. So I felt like those tectonic plates reached their destination last night, like they continued moving. And then there was a settling last night that, I don't know, it landed in a good and safe place. And I like the ending to it. And I don't know what the next step is. It's tonight. Hopefully that lands in a good place too. But it is nice to know he and I are good, especially because I do respect him so much and I really admire his policies and I would love to have a good relationship with him, even though I am going to have to hit him from time to time, especially if he wins, Edward.
Well, that debate moment, I didn't really like him that much. And then that debate moment is what just totally turned me into a Trump guy. It was that night and I was on board. But the other thing I wanted to say, Megyn, is that, I was born in the early 80s. And it feels like that America is gone now. And I worry that my young kids grow up in a great country that I've been.
Yeah, I'm losing you, but I got what you said. You worry that your sons are not going to grow up in the great country that you did in the 80s. I'm a little older than you are, but I understand. I was there in the 80s too, and it was great decade, great time to be alive. So fun, and I don't know, just our cares were different. We had an identified outside enemy, and we weren't looking at each other that way. I don't know. I don't see unity coming our way anytime soon, but I also don't believe we've, quote, never been more divided than we are right now. I think we've been more divided than this many times, and we found our way back to each other. And I do think the press is to blame for a lot of it. And I think the resettling amongst the press, too, is going to be great for this country. It's already been great. It's going to be even more great. Just as soon as these mainstream outlets officially die, the most pernicious ones, it's going to be even greater. Because I do think they commit election interference every day. Unlike yours truly, who will come out and say, now, look, I'm telling you my bias. I'm telling you who I'm voting for. You can factor all that in when you listen to me. They want you to believe they're objective, and they go out there and they lie. They lie to you to try to get their chosen candidate elected without owning any of it. So it's BS. Did you guys hear? Thank you for the call, Edward. I'm going to take another one now. But did you guys hear Oprah Winfrey? She turned into some sort of nutcase. She's a nutcase. Listen to her last night saying what she thinks the stakes are of this election.
We don't get to sit this one out. If we don't show up tomorrow, it is entirely possible that we will not have the opportunity to ever cast a ballot again. We are voting to save ourselves from this precipice of danger.
Oprah, would you spare me the drama? I realize you made $1 billion in the drama business. Your tears, which you could no longer produce anymore. We all saw you run out of the tears. You got $1 billion. You stopped feeling empathy for the people who came on your show. But we can see that you still have your acting skills. You also are a Hollywood movie star, and we can see them in full display. The drama, like a 12-year-old who's not going to get to go to the dance. We're going to have elections again. Just take a deep breath. You're good. It may not turn out the way you want, but we're going to have another election. Even if Kamala Harris wins, even if Donald Trump wins. Deep breaths, my friend. The holiday season is here. I kind of feel like we don't get to start it until the election's over. Is it just me? Like, I'm not going to start thinking about Christmas until the election is over. And Thanksgiving. There's Thanksgiving. Yeah, there's that too. Anyway, if your business relies on mailing or shipping, Stamps.com is a must-have. With Stamps.com, you can print postage online. That's so convenient. It saves you valuable time to focus on what matters most, running your business smoothly. Stamps.com is more than just a shipping solution for small businesses. It is a reliable partner for organizations of all sizes, managing all your mailing and shipping needs from one platform. Think of Stamps.com as your 24/7 post office. Avoid the holiday traffic jams by handling all your shipping from your computer or your phone anytime, anywhere. And they offer discounts that you're not going to find anywhere else. Up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. Stock up on everything you need, from labels to shipping supplies, right from their supply store. More holiday, less hustle. Free up more time with Stamps.com. Sign up now. Stamps.com. Enter the code MK to get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Stamps.com. Code MK. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.